just fuck
Oh,
already.
okay, I've started.
Alright. Okay.
Could I have a link to the stream, actually? I have a couple people who asked me.
How do I
Yeah,
turn
okay.
on my computer?
Hey, alright, yeah, you.
Oh my god.
I'm sure somebody has
Yeah, there you
link
go.
somewhere, or I can tell it to you.
No, it's there.
Okay, thank you, Alex.
Can you start? I've now recorded about a minute of.
Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
So, apart from everything that's going on now, anyways. So 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mugshots. And hey, guess what? I got a new mic, so I don't sound like shit.
Woo.
So today we have ChappedPenguinLips, also known as Lammy, and he is one of our favorite regulars, actually, from both the regular Barcast and honestly from the good HIE days. So welcome, Lammy.
It's awesome to be here.
Thank
You guys for having me on.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you for coming on. And
Of course.
and today we also have our regular mugs here. We have Alex underscore.
Hello.
We have the air conditioner.
I'm still here.
We have Enigmatic Otaku.
Thermal has engulfed the Galactic Republic. The taxation of trade routes to outlying star system is dispute. However, to resolve the matter with a blockade of deadly battleships, the Greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping. Planet of Naboo.
I am going to mute you. Shut up. And we also have Tony Montana.
Rav, you still sound like shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm your host, Ravage. And so, yeah, we're going to have fun today, I hope. Everybody's got a everybody's using a mouse but me, I think.
No.
I'm not even in the draw thing. I was never given the numbers.
What?
Oh my god.
Doesn't it save them?
Alex, you're just
Yes,
great
it
at this.
does. It does save the numbers. I still have it in mine.
Okay, well then you know what would help if I opened it then, because
You can't blame this
Oh
on
my
me.
god.
This is.
We all
it's been
belong
like
in
this
a
since
rubber
birth.
room. There's more
Ravage
professional like that.
Ravage that people like these bits. It humanizes us.
Right.
We're not human.
Well, it subhumanizes us.
I suppose. Oh my god. Okay, so
Topics.
yeah, Lammy, you're probably gonna end up stuck in that corner, I'm sure. All right,
Excuse
so
me?
you're probably stuck in that corner on draw pile. Just do you
Oh,
want to know
great.
how to make things better?
Oh, I can't art, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
I have
Awesome.
no experience with art. And I think it was 6th or 7th grade, something like that. I wanted to get good at art, basically, and so I went home and worked very hard on the first assignment we were assigned, and turned it in. A day later, the art teacher came back to me and scolded me for not putting any effort into her class. And so since then, I just haven't drawn. It's just not in my tool belt.
Just do what I do and make pretty images.
Follow your
You make clip
dreams.
art.
Yeah, pretty is subjective. Oh my god, what did someone just do? It's lagging.
What is it?
Alex,
Oh,
I asked you for the password. You never gave
Oh
me
yeah,
one.
that was the bit. Sorry, it doesn't make a ping noise and you've got OBS open.
yeah.
This is going well.
Oh yes, all kinds of professional. So, Tony has our first topic while we're having technical difficulties of all the idiocy types. The usefulness of chapstick.
Usefulness of chapstick.
Yeah.
I have like 3 things of chapstick in this room alone, so. Which is very, like, my name has no correlation really with it. It's actually a very random name. Let's see, I have French vanilla, honey apple, and I think bubblegum, I think. Yeah, I think those are the chapsticks I have in this room.
Wow.
Wow.
That sounds delicious.
So that's the things you rub on your lips, right? That's
Yes.
Yes, that is what chapstick is for. Correct.
okay.
It's made for people with chapped lips.
Well,
People
Both
like-
upper and lower. Yeah.
Or to put it another
Yeah.
way, it's for chaps with chapped lips.
Oh, we have a Joker here.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to die of laughter.
wow, what great.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Anybody else have anything to add to that?
I'll say this, for whatever reason, chapstick doesn't work too well on me, so I have to use like, it's like this stuff made out of beeswax, literally. I don't know where my mom found it, but she just gave it to me one time, and I'm like, she's like, "Oh, you should use this. It works really well," and it actually does.
Here, son. Take this stick of substance and rub it over your lips.
Yeah, it's probably not going to get you higher.
I've never had this problem. How do you? I just lick them.
What do you mean
Actually,
you lick
that's
them?
what causes them.
Yeah.
Licking your lips in the cold is
Yep.
what causes them to be chapped.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you licked chapstick. I'm
No.
like,
Yeah, I thought the same
No,
thing too.
no.
Where you?
No,
No,
I
you-
know
you-
what you do with it.
You apply it to your lips, not unlike not unlike lipstick. It's like you put it on, and in most cases, it'll help abate the sensation of needing to lick them.
I was
yes.
about to say, Alex, do you eat chapstick?
No.
He's that guy. He's that guy.
Enigma, why would you think of that? Do you eat chapstick?
I
is my-
said it.
This is my fetish. This is my new fetish.
Oh. Wait, that can't top dragon tits, though, right?
I mean, you can
Let
just
him-
moisten. You can moisten them up with the chapstick. Just
Oh, great. So we found another use for chapsticks. Just moistening up dragon tits for Enigma to just rub his face all in.
Pretty much. So wait, if it's like lipstick, can stalkers use it to sort of write things? You know, like on a mirror.
I don't think
Theoretically, maybe, but it's not that heavily pigmented.
Oh,
So,
No.
like, it's
you'd have to look under UV light.
yeah,
Okay.
probably. Why would you ask
there.
us?
I don't know.
Guys, if you go down to the bottom right corner, I have done my art.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
How did you?
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. You totally didn't just steal that. You know,
Totally didn't, man.
living. It's not like you lived up to the stereotype of your people.
No. I totally didn't rip this from something. I drew it right now.
Well, while we
Alright.
vandalize this drawing.
We're not vandalizing it. We're adding artistic character to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly which layer are you on?
Enigma.
I have no idea.
He's on Tony.
Oh god. How did you get there?
Why is everyone on my layer? Gee.
I'm on it to vandalize Enigma's art.
You need a thicker brush. Right with a thicker brush, you can barely make out what you're saying there.
Yeah. Let me.
Topics!
I know topics. I'm also vandalizing his drawings.
Yeah, vandalizing Enigma's topic. That's
Hold on, cast on hold.
Alright. So our next topic, actually, because we're totally not shitlords here. Vylon has our next topic, best art.
this.
Yeah, I'd agree. This is the best art.
Yeah. We'll pause as we take this in.
This is the pinnacle of the aesthetic experience.
Fucking Pablo Picasso ain't got shit on us, bro.
I am actually curious, chaps. What is some of the sort of the best cover art you've seen? Because you must see a lot.
Best cover art. Oh god, I really only remember the bad ones.
Okay, what's
I
some of
love
the
when
worst?
I love whenever I am in approval queue and people love to draw their own art. It's like either the greatest thing, ironically or unironically.
Yeah.
Trying to think of something. There's a fic in the featured box right now. It's some Starlight Glimmer Clop story.
Oh,
I
that
thought
one.
the image might be interesting. Crotch tits killed it for me. It was not a good cover art.
Uh-oh.
No to crotch tits.
Oh, now I have to say this one.
Yeah, Enigma, there you go. Add it to your folder.
I know which
Carrie,
one he's talking about.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw
that
it.
one. I know that image.
Carrie, who's not here tonight, actually made some great cover art for my collab with Famous Last Words. All bets are off, so it was fun.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's great. Yeah.
How do I change color? How do I change the color?
On the it's right, the big color wheel.
Yeah, there
don't-
should
that-
be some like some swatches and other color selections in the lower right.
Nope, not there for me.
Yeah, because you don't know how to
Then
mess
you
with
might have
styles.
removed it somehow. Check, I think it's view, or one of those things should help open up the options for it.
Yeah. View, docs, color. Has he found it? Oh, he's found it.
Yay.
I'm actually not entirely sure that's a good thing.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna make Lammy here a devil. I'm gonna recolor him red.
I love how Chapped is just like trying to cover up everything we've done. It's just the world doesn't need to see this. Is it?
A sort of purging blue wave.
You can't censor my art.
Bitch, he's a mod.
No.
Oh,
He's right, I'm
Speak
a
on you, my
mod.
brothers.
Censoring is what I do.
God.
Well,
Oh,
just don't go too high, please.
Yeah, don't mess up Rav's actual good art.
Okay, so our next topic, because yeah, we're totally not shitlords here. Best art, honestly. No, not next topic. I'm gonna go ahead and stay
Ooh.
on best art. What is the best art in your opinion, Chapped?
Best art. Oh god. Are we talking specifically the fandom or
Anything you particularly like?
See, I don't really follow the artist community. That of the communities that I'm involved in, that's probably the one that I'm least involved in or least knowledgeable about. Like, if you were to expand the question to like art meaning music or writing or stuff like that, then I could rattle off a lot of things. But with art itself, I'm not really that informed. I know some artists in the fandom that I really like a lot are like NC Mares and
Ooh, that's a good one.
I have
Yeah.
to say Puss because he's just great. I've talked to him a lot. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're gonna get him on here.
Hasn't he already been on? I thought he had been.
No, we had some issues with like time zones and stuff, so it made that a little difficult.
Gotcha. I'm pretty sure he's Pacific. Yeah, he's Pacific to Standard.
No,
He's-
actually,
he-
he's not. He's He's in a very weird state called Arizona where they get to pick which time zone they're in, so they can either go Pacific Standard Time or Mountain Standard Time. And
Yes,
Really?
because
he does Mountain Standard Time, and unfortunately, they also don't do
daylight
what is it?
savings.
Yeah, daylight savings. And,
Well, that's the reason
yeah.
why. It's because they don't do daylight savings. So he's actually in Mountain,
Yeah.
but in the summer he's effectively Pacific time. But right now he's effectively.
So it's still actually 2017 in Arizona
The-
due to a bit of an
Yes.
irregularity.
God, even when it isn't daylight savings time, it fucking sucks.
Yes. Why either everyone uses no one uses it. Okay. Can we?
This has been a public
This
service
one's working.
announcement.
There we go. Ooh, I made you guys' stuff go away. Not on purpose, but it happened.
So, Alex, what's your favorite art?
Oh my god, my favorite art. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't just come here just to. God, that's a think. You see, while I say this, another part of my brain is thinking what my favourite art is. No, I mean, at least within the fandom, I really like sort of art that's still somewhat similar to the show style, but sort of interprets it in a slightly different way, if that makes sense. So it's not just totally new, but it's not just sort of slavishly following the show.
So you like original, but keeping close to the source material.
Yeah.
Nice. Enigma, can you answer seriously?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I
That
kinda
is-
figured.
There's your answer right there.
Yeah, there's our answer. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and hop on to the next topic, unless anybody else has anything to weigh in.
I do. I mean,
Okay.
as far as my favorite art, it's hard to say exactly what my favorite art in the community is, but in general, I really like cityscape art, art that just like deals with urban environments, especially like urban decay, like abandoned buildings, stuff like that. I have always found that to be very cool.
You might like a lot of Russian art. They tend to deal with that, like
You
a lot
mean-
more than American artists do.
Oh, you mean as in like,
Like Russian artists tend to do more urban and even dystopian style.
yeah, that sounds like something that'd be right up my alley. Or just Art Deco, anything that's Art Deco. I absolutely love Art Deco.
What is Art Deco specifically? I forget.
It was an architecture style that was popular from like the 20s to 40s. Okay, here's a question. Have you played or seen the first BioShock?
I've seen it plenty. Yeah.
Okay, that architecture style is Art Deco. Like, basically, if when you think of Art Deco, just think of the first BioShock.
That still doesn't really like. I can't.
There's a
I guess
lot
maybe
of
too technical.
in Art Deco. There's usually a lot of geometric shapes involved.
Oh, so you mean like closer to idealistically correct art?
It's very decorative. The geometric shapes, like columns, will usually have like jagged edges. I could show you a ton of examples of Art Deco, but it's honestly not too well defined, to be honest. It's one of those things where if I see it, I'll know it immediately, or I'll know it when I see it, basically.
Well, all art is like that. You recognize it by its style and by its themes.
Right. But yeah, it's hard to really describe exactly what Art Deco is in words. rather than just showing it to people.
All right. I think that's a good. I think that's a good place to leave off on that topic. Famous last words has our next topics.
Ooh.
And he says to Alex underscore.
Oh God. You sure he wasn't just replying to me because I was the OP?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
No,
he always replies on the Barcast thread, so I would assume that he did it this time.
Yeah,
as
no,
well.
I don't think that was for me.
Okay. His first topic is, am I pretty?
Absolutely.
I've
Prettiest
never seen his
motherfucker
face, so I
alive.
don't know.
He's beautiful.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
I'd ship it.
Jeez. I'm sure you do.
He ships everything. He puts Tropico to shame with the amount of shipping he does.
All right. Why is your hair so nice?
Why is my hair so nice? Because I use conditioner, and it's really not right now. I used to care about it a little more than I do. I used to put a lot of product in it, so I really did and still do care about my hair a lot. I like to grow it out. It's a bit shorter right now, and it's got a parting that I didn't really like off the cut last time, so I've not done as much with it. But conditioner helps, and hairspray. So
I don't use any of that shit. Because even if I tried, my hair would just be a Jufro. It's virtually impossible to keep my hair from just being a Jufro.
no, yeah, that's one that if you get, you're just kind of defaulted to it. But Jufros look great in my opinion. So
Yeah.
it's like Lil Dicky.
Hold on, he's
Alright.
told me my hair was nice before. Does he tell everyone that?
Not that I remember.
He could be a hair whore.
Oh, I felt really special.
Well, so did
Well, I
I
see-
until you mentioned that he said it to you too.
Damn, he's just cheating on you guys.
I know.
Well, hey. I mean, I've got to be the most special person here to him because I actually have like lots of body hair. It goes from my chest, over my shoulders, over my back, down my arms, and yeah.
Oh God, not body hair again.
Except
Oh, yeah, no,
on
I'm-
your head.
Oh, yeah,
Head,
yeah, lots of
except
body
on.
hair.
The twist, it turns out Ravage is a Sasquatch.
No, not quite. I can still see the skin, so people used to call me an orangutan, so I guess that works.
All right.
Well,
Long
hey,
arms and all that.
Dan. Well, hey, man, you just got to braid your ball hair. Be in business.
Oh, there we go. Now we're back
I
onto
already
ball
did
hair.
that though.
Yeah,
Oh
shit.
no. Let's
Can
simmer
you
down
imagine
and
if
stop.
I had corn? Can you imagine if I had cornrows all over my body?
Yeah,
Just
baby.
braid it all.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I got your cornrows on your chest, man. You got armpits.
About the only downside I could see to that is if somebody came up and pulled on one of those tassels real hard. Ooh.
Jesus.
Chat is saying, cut your hair, chat, you friggin' dirty hippie.
I don't know
Chat.
who said that, but it's probably drunk on hops.
Yeah.
So
Chapped. If we shave you, we can make a lot of sweaters with your wool.
yeah, that is also very true.
Yeah, come on, man. Gotta give them homeless people something to wear.
Nah. The grease on their back is enough.
Ew. Ew.
Oh, what? Now you're getting grossed out?
Grease? Yeah? Now we're talking body fluids and not even the fun kind.
What are the...
Now Not like I can produce grease. I don't weigh anything.
I'm not sure I have the production skills to put on a performance of grease.
I can only do hairspray.
Oh God, you wish. You're too skinny.
You call him skinny?
Yeah, he is. He's pretty damn skinny.
Well, I know he is, but to me, he's still a fat. Enigma, you're a fat ass. Lose some weight.
Okay, I'll become. What's that word when you throw up just to lose weight?
Bulimic.
Ebola.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that would help you lose weight too.
Yeah,
never
having
fast
Ebola
food you
would
want,
probably.
If I get the Ebola, I will never freeze. I will find a way.
You will know the way if you have it.
Spit on him, my brothers.
How did Ebola come along with that? I mean, I'm curious.
I have no idea. I remember seeing that in the video, and one of them said like, "You must have Ebola," and then I guess everyone else started repeating it.
Much like any meme.
Well, I mean,
Gentlemen,
I'm curious just about how Ebola got attached to that.
I mean, if you want to look at it geographically, Uganda is in Africa. So,
Even though it wasn't in the part of Africa
Yeah,
that had
Ebola
the
was West Africa, wasn't
outbreak.
it?
Yes, it was West Africa, like Liberia.
you think people over in America really care?
No.
Or don't just assimilate that the entire continent of Africa is an AIDS and Ebola cesspool.
Well, I mean, it's like there's so many Americans out there that can't even name a country that starts with U.
Uruguay.
Uganda.
Yugoslavia. You didn't see that one coming.
No.
Ukraine.
Uzbekistan.
Here's one: the United States.
Of what? Oh yeah.
America. Jesus.
He forgets that he still thinks we're still colonies, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he lives in the United Kingdom, so it's not much better.
The United Mexican States, which is a real country.
United Arab Emirates. Oh god, too much geography. I don't want to do this anymore.
I thought it was Emirates. Or
I
am
have
wrong?
no idea.
Emirates. Yeah.
United Arab Emirates.
Emirates. Yeah.
Emirates? Yeah. That's probably right then.
So normally it's the science cast, but now it's the geography cast.
Just go on the
Gentlemen.
sport.
United States, Canada.
We have we have an opportunity to make a new meme right now.
Okay, well, we'll make it the shittiest meme possible.
By the way, chaps, Coffee's in chat. He says, "Chap smells like toothpaste. Toothpaste makes kids sad. Therefore, chapped makes kids sad."
That sounds about right.
Oh my god! You know, speaking of toothpaste, you know what's a horrible thing to do?
Uh,
Okay. After you brush your teeth, go drink some Sunny D immediately afterwards.
No.
no.
God,
See,
that's
but
horrible.
most of us learn this lesson at a young age, so we don't do
Yes.
that anymore.
Yes. Come on, Nick. Come on, Enigma. Jesus.
If you're going to do that after hearing this, you deserve it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good thing I never did. The good thing I never did that in my life.
Okay.
You spot.
Okay. Mint and orange juice do not mix. All right. Mint is one of my favorite flavors. It does not mix with citrus.
Oh.
Can I mix mint with cinnamon to make a cool and spicy flavor at one and make my mouth implode?
Cinnamon goes with everything.
Maybe.
Cinnamon goes with
I've not tried it
everything.
yet.
Like I get the feeling if I were to do that, like mix mint with cinnamon and put it in my mouth, it would make my mouth implode.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do
Come on, man.
it.
Do it. Do it.
You speak as if I have the money to buy spices.
Hey, show your Patreon. Not on here, but show your Patreon.
make I don't know, make it like a milestone or something. Yeah.
You know, everyone wants the Barkcast to do that spicy chili ghost pepper challenge.
Do they?
Oh God.
Yeah, or at least one guy who keeps bringing it up. I don't know.
Yeah, there's one guy. There's one guy who wanted lots of things.
Oh yeah,
Have
so one guy
priest.
wants us to do this, and it counts as everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently
Well,
that's how it works.
You got to remember, our audience across all the shows only consists of one person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Other than that
So
joke,
it's like
when,
a company. It only accounts because it's one person. Got it.
other than when Tony came on here, we lost a third of our audience because he was a third of our audience.
Yes.
That's quite funny.
I'm gonna go drink some Sunny D now after my toothbrushing.
That would actually be quite a good, sort of unique restaurant. Dishes
Why-
that
why
only
did-
taste good after you've brushed your teeth.
That'd be so weird.
Wait, Alex, you think Sunny D will taste good
No,
after
not Sunny D. Dishes that actually taste good. I don't know what, but
edible dishes? I see, just like Willy Wonka.
also now everyone wants us to do the Tide Pod challenge, by which I mean one person.
Tide Pod challenge? Okay, that's news.
No.
Yeah.
You know, the whole Tide Pod thing reminds me of that thing people would do where they would get like one of those liquid cleaner sprayer things. I forget what they're called. And they'd pour out the blue liquid and replace it with blue Gatorade and then spray it in their mouths in public.
That would actually be fun.
Ooh, I see what Rav is drawing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's a young
A new
sex
favorite
icon.
character of mine.
Yeah.
It's a sex
from
icon.
Shino. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, she is, but she's still cute. So
Yeah. She gets
She gets
fucked by
passed.
her. Yeah,
Who's he drawing? Wait, is it Apogee? Is he drawing Apogee?
Yeah,
He
I'm
is.
drawing Apogee.
He's
Yeah, the
drawing
one-
Apogee.
That one that bones her dad.
Yeah, I mean, I love that
Co-op
image.
pics in the comments. Anyway.
I love that image where she's with her father and her father just leaves, and then immediately she runs to the computer and Google searches, "Is it illegal to fuck your dad?"
Yes. Shino Dagi.
Okay, so next topic. Are you ever gonna write again?
Well, considering I am writing right now, I guess the answer would be yes.
Hmm.
Did
Any
you ever?
hints as to what you're doing, or is that all like gonna wait till it comes out?
So I have two fics that I'm chipping away at right now. One of them is for Aragon's contest. It's called "Please Leave a Message at the Tombstone."
Hmm.
Ooh.
Basically, Blue Blood keeps annoying Rarity phone calls, showing up at her house, and is obsessive trying to get a date with her. And so she fakes her death.
Ooh.
And that's pretty much all I'm going to give away about that one. And then another one is I lost a bet to a non-pencil.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I lost a bet to a non-pencil, and so I have to write a really bad romantic sex story.
Yeah.
And it's titled "Before I Leave, Brush My Teeth with a Bottle of Applejack's Family Fermented Cider." So a play on the Kesha song, TikTok.
Oh God.
You know,
I
I feel like that Blue Blood one, the first one you described, is inspired by true events. And I'm looking at you, Alex. What were you doing in the chat?
Yeah, I thought it was dead. What's he doing on here? Oh,
Yes, please leave a message at the babe.
I'm curious. I didn't know Aragon was doing a contest.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, it's a comedy contest. First prize is $200, second is $100, and third is, I believe, $50.
Oh wow.
I need.
Damn.
When's the due date? I could use some money.
February 2nd.
Oh god.
Son of a. There's not much
It's
time.
okay. It's okay, Nick, but Aragon is just giving the prize money in pesetas. There you go.
To who?
He's giving it in pesetas. Pesetas.
Still can't
It's an-
understand you.
I don't think
It's-
you know what Brazilian currency is.
That's an old Spanish currency.
Isn't that the currency in Resident Evil 4?
Pesetas, probably.
You're thinking of Resident Evil 4.
I'm only aware of pesos, but
No, peseta used to be the currency thing.
No, you're
Or
thinking
they-
Resident
let's
Evil
do the
4.
euro.
He
No,
always does
he's not.
this. He,
Have you? Okay, any of you who have watched The Road to El Dorado, the animated one, they're talking about the currency, and if I remember right, the way they pronounced it was pesetas. So they say, oh God, what was one of the lines from the movie? A million pesetas. I wouldn't walk into that. I wouldn't walk into that jungle even if you paid me 1,000,000 pesetas.
Yeah.
And his buddy turns to him and says, "How about 100 million?"
you sure that wasn't just a reference to Resident Evil 4?
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't pesetas?
Sure it wasn't pesos?
Okay, moving away from the retarded stream here. So, oh God. Okay, so Trainwreck has our next topic. Why penguin are one of the superior animals, second only to ponies?
What was that? What are what?
why are
Why
penguins?
why penguin are one of the superior animals? Broken English. So.
I guess I'm gonna turn this question into like why I like penguins. Penguins of Madagascar. Not sure if any of you guys ever saw that on Nickelodeon, but I was absolutely obsessed with that show when I was younger.
Right, I forgot you're a child.
Yes, he was a child once, Enigma. Do you remember
Yeah,
that
I was
time?
a child once.
Do you remember that?
Was a child sometime within the last 30 years. Anyway, so that's partially why I like penguins as much as I do. That, and I've always just liked the animal. I like sea creatures, I guess. I know they're more. They're not necessarily sea creatures, but orcas, polar bears, like the whole Arctic area. And then I also have a thing with dolphins, sharks, all that sort of stuff. So just, I guess, waterfowl animals would be the best way to put it. I actually think they're better than ponies. Ponies are about 6th or 7th down on that list. So that's gonna catch me a lot of flack. But I'm not as big as a fan. I'm a fan of the show, sure, but just not as big as a fan of the animal. Horses and me don't get along.
Guy,
Well, I mean, it could be like me, where I'm allergic to them.
but you're allergic to horses?
Yep, I am allergic to horses.
I-
I can't get around them. They make me
I thought-
miserable.
I've never heard of that allergy.
Ravage, I thought you were gonna say that you're allergic to penguins.
No, I'm allergic to horses, and mules and donkeys are worse.
That is an interesting allergy.
Yeah,
That
which
allergy's
means I
gotta
can't
be a pain
fucking
in
go
the
pet the
ass.
ponies at all. I lived around horse farms. It made me miserable all the time. And then when one of the last times I actually got up close and personal to a horse and a full size fucking donkey, we're talking 8 feet tall at the top of his head. Yeah, I was really fucking miserable for like, I don't know, a day and a half after that, and I was only exposed for 15 minutes at most. So yeah, it sucks.
So when you go to Equestria, you just have to live out in the wilderness.
No, because I used to be allergic to cats too. Get dry eye and whatnot. The more you're around them, the more the allergy goes away.
Well, it's like I used to be allergic to pineapple, then just kind of went away for some reason.
Wow.
Enigma's still on that path.
Yeah.
We must
Couple steps
cure
behind.
Enigma. We must cure him. Put pineapple.
Just
on
gotta
everything
shove
he-
a few more pineapples down his throat and he'll be good.
Never before have I been tempted to do what Milk does and just take a nap through a stream.
I remember you saying the other day.
we wouldn't be missing anything.
yesterday on pre-stream in the chat, Enigma's like, "Oh, I've got a pizza. I'm trying to pick all the bits of pineapple off it." I found that very funny.
Yeah, because funny enough, yesterday, my cousin's family, they brought a pizza box and they're all like enjoying pizza, and I was in the room. And then sometime later, I get off the computer and I go into the kitchen because I remember, hey, I saw a pizza box earlier. I go out there and ask, hey, is there any pizza left? They say there's one slice. I open the damn thing up and it's pineapple.
They did that just to fuck with you.
Why? Why?
I mean, there's even a pineapple in the fruit thing. It wasn't there yesterday.
You go crazy, Enigma.
Right now, I'm just thinking of Enigma slowly opening the box. There's a light shining from glistening off of the pieces of pineapple, making his face glow. Dramatic music plays.
Is that what was inside the briefcase in Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
Yes.
It was pineapple. That was what's inside the briefcase. and that's why Jewel and Vincent just couldn't talk about it. It was too glorious to talk about.
All right. So, did the stream cut out?
No, we're waiting
No.
on you.
No.
Y'all went
Waiting
quiet.
on you,
Y'all
Brad.
went quiet. So,
It's like there's like a moment filled in, but then it's like, nope, we got to move this along.
yeah, we do. Okay, so Dr. Disco, why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Sure.
I'm here to bring back the legend of Big Boss.
What?
Hey, I've got product to move. Okay. It's totally legal, I swear.
You know, I sometimes wonder what eating a penguin would taste like.
I don't. Oh, you mean the? Do you not get those in America? The penguin biscuits.
Wait, what? You guys eat penguins in England?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do you think we're holding on to the Galapagos? No, not Galapagos. Falklands.
You guys are also you guys are eating the Galapagos Islands also.
I wasn't aware
That's
we,
why
we conquered the Galapagos. No. Yeah, that's
No,
why. The Great Penguin War with Argentina.
yeah.
Are you guys the reason Lonesome George is the last Galapagos tortoise in the world?
I think we actually are. Yeah.
Yeah, because they trying to find the penguins to eat, and they accidentally killed a bunch of tortoises as they were looking for penguins.
Ah, the rare sub-Saharan penguin.
I don't know if it's true, but Charles Darwin is supposed to have noticed, the slightly different markings and all the shells of the different islands of the Galapagos from like just shells because they'd eaten the tortoises.
Kind of a weird way to describe him putting his dick into the turtles, but okay.
Did he use protection though?
Oh yeah, you have to.
No, the tortoise brought it. Its shell.
Oh, okay. Well,
Son of a bitch.
as long as you don't get AIDS.
Actually, I think you get like leprosy or something from turtles or tortoises. Because I went to the zoo recently and there was a woman with a snake, and we could touch the snake, but immediately afterwards she suggests that we disinfect our hands with the sanitation thing she has right there because leprosy is what she said.
Wow.
Very. Alright.
What zoo did you even go to?
Compton Zoo.
Los Angeles Zoo.
It's Compton Zoo. What did you even find in Compton? Like a bunch of hobos and a crack dealer?
And that is one zoo I don't want to go to.
Okay, I think we can move on from that now.
The
How's the story approving been, dude? Is it a chore or is it really just skimming through things to see if tags and stuff like that are correct?
I've been an approver for about 9 months now, I'd say. Yeah, 9 months. In April will be a year.
Oh, wow.
It's always interesting to say the least, because there are so many levels of stupid I did not know were attainable. Like story approving can be just such an adventure some days, and also such a headache. I've gotten to the point where pretty much every story I'm skimming, I can read and approve a story in about 10 seconds, figure out everything that's wrong with it. I think I'm over 3,000 fixed now.
Jesus.
But God, some of the bad ones are really bad. Imagine the worst fix that you see on the site, and that's like, I think most approvers have somewhere between a 40 and 70% approval rating. I think Majin, if something's terrible, Majin probably approved it. Like just
Like Shadow Blade? No, wait.
he's been on 3 months. So but yeah, so like just imagine the worst fic on the site is like only the 60th percentile. There's still another 40% that doesn't even get passed. And then I think about most of the things that do resubmit and get through, it's probably about 80% of the fics eventually do get through. A lot of people actually quit or just never try submitting again or anything like that. There are very few that actually fail out and suffer bans and whatnot, because if you submit a story X amount of times, get warnings each time, and then it leads to a deletion of the story and a ban. But no, story approving, it really depends on the day. There were times where I was having to clear up queues of about 50 to 60 stories a day on my own.
Wow.
And then now it's become a lot, since the staffing of Jack, Ripper, and Majin, that number has significantly dropped, and I'm not having to be in the queue constantly. But it's really fun. It's pain inducing sometimes. I can't tell you how many times my hand has hit my forehead. Dealing with people is also the most fun and also the most frustrating part of the job. And you would probably lose a lot of faith in humanity.
I believe that.
My see, the thing is you just need to go in there with your standards so low that you can't possibly be disappointed. But I fail to do that, or someone else finds a new low each week. So it's like the Barcast standard, or what is it? The slogan, like the bar gets lower every week. Yeah, no, that's pretty much where it goes. There's always a story that hits a new low. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Come on.
So it's fun, but at the same, it's fun. Great to help out, but it's awesome.
Improve it.
Oh God, that wouldn't be even close.
So, how many bricks of text do you encounter?
Define brick, because the most common fail reason that we fail for is multiple speakers and paragraphs, bar none. Actually, no, I would say it's that and not enough MLP content, or no relation to MLP. Those are the
I
two
remember
we fail for the most.
I remember reading a few where the characters didn't even.
That's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about someone's Transformers fanfic that doesn't even mention the entire time. I'm talking
fiction?
Yeah, on FimFiction.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Human and Equestria stories that post the first 3 chapters and have no relation to the poem. Does not actually get to that point, and I fail it for not MLP. And they say, well, they'll come in about chapter 9. Can I have it up until then? And then once it gets to MLP, and I'll take it down. I'm like, that makes no sense whatsoever. But the intelligence of people, believe me, is really, really, really low. And I hate to say that, because I like to say I believe in people. And to have this job not get on your nerves, you have to believe in people a lot less, and I'm bad at that, so that's why it continually gets on my nerves. But it's fun.
It's fun, okay?
Yeah, sounds
It's
like
fun,
it.
I drone.
Yeah. Real fun.
Yeah, no, I also work in customer service, so it's not like it's that much of a drop off. It's just instead of I'm hearing shit from people. So
No?
I'm sort of imagining you like that little guy from The Incredibles, the one who fires the father.
yeah, no, that would probably be Meester.
Nice.
And I'm open to fielding any sort of questions any of you guys might have about that sort of stuff, like back end site or anything like that.
Actually, yeah, I do have kind of a slight question. If you were to say anything to the people who you get these submissions from, what would you say?
Pay attention more in third grade.
Okay.
You're
That's
assuming third grade teaches anything about English.
it would teach enough that most of these people would pass.
Maybe?
Wow, okay, that's some pretty good standards there, gotta say. Setting the bar really high there, Chapped.
Yeah, probably higher than anybody would set it, in all honesty.
Come on, man, can we compromise? Can we go to, like, first grade at least?
He's gone. He's it depressed him too much talking about his job. Look, he's muted him.
The shepherd has come to harvest his wool.
You know what he might be doing is he's taking some time out
No.
to go ahead and maybe donate to the Barcast Patreon.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
We're
he's
only
back. He
trying.
wasn't doing
We're
that.
only trying to support.
Yeah, it was a technical issue.
Damn it.
And by technical issue, he totally means donating our Patreon, yeah.
No,
Wait, what Patreon?
So long as we're on the subject, yes, the Barcast has a Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can help contribute to the livelihood of an actual living horse named Big Mac.
Are you shilling to me or the viewers? Because
Both.
We're
actually.
showing to everyone.
A little from column A, a little from column B.
really, Andrew, tell me more about this.
yeah, no, I'm completely unfamiliar with it. Please do enlighten me.
What is a Patrio?
Did he just say Patrio?
Yeah, what is a Patreon? What is
Did-
this?
did-
What is your Cleopatrio?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Your Cleopatreon.
Well, you name your clip Patrick?
No.
That's exactly what I did.
Andrew, you started it. You finish it.
Come on, brother.
Yes, donate to the Barcast Patreon. It's on our group page.
You gotta say it with more enthusiasm than that. You're not
Come on.
convincing me. You're not
Okay,
selling me.
donate to the
All right.
Barcast Patreon, where you can do it.
If you weren't
Try
screwing
again.
up, that would
Run it
sound
back.
amazing.
Run it back.
Yeah, that was
Hi,
great.
Where your money can actually go towards helping an animal.
An animal.
Yes. a
Okay.
horse and
Okay, slow
Do
down.
it.
I
Give
heard you
us
say that.
money.
I heard you say that your money will go towards humping an animal.
It's because you're not listening. anymore.
Yes, it will. It absolutely will. We will, if you pay us, we will hunt animals all day, okay?
There you go.
Okay, but in all seriousness, yes, we donate to a rescue farm, whatever you want to call it, called Red Wings Horse Sanctuary in California. And so far, we are supporting one horse named, of all things, Big Mac. Right now, point where we are paying for his shots, his food, pretty much everything he needs. And however, if you cannot support us through our Patreon, you can also go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, because we're trying to stay above 1,000 subscribers for the next month. YouTube is going to come back and look at our subscriber retention, and then they're going to approve us for monetization. So for as many people as watch our videos, and also for as many advertisements as we get, they pay us for it. And don't worry, we're not drinking away any money here. It's all going to the Red Wings. So even if you don't have any money to give us, please, subscribe to YouTube. Don't even have to watch the videos. Please just subscribe. It helps so much.
Your money is safe with us.
And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
We
Okay,
promise not
who's
to
having
spend it on
trouble
blind
breathing and
bags and
why?
beer.
Yeah, no, we're not. None of this money is going towards us. And with that said, let's go to our next topic. You like jazz?
Oh God. I haven't checked the thread, but I'm sure that is Dr. Disco's horrifying. After I told
It
him,
is.
yep, after I told him not to. Okay. On a serious note, I'm not a big fan of jazz. Swing music, but jazz is not so much for me. I'm varied when it comes to my music, but jazz is not something that usually makes the top of it, unless it's like groovy or swing, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I find jazz, for me, is hard to listen to. Um, Swing, I love. I love swing. It's got a nice simple beat for the most part, and it's something you can move to. It's something you can listen to in the background when you're doing something. Just to you know, it very much is a motivator music.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Me, I grew up listening to a lot of smooth jazz and jazz fusion, so that's what I'm partial to. But I'm sure this is gonna piss off quite a few people, but fuck it. I got something even better than jazz. Jazz rap.
Ew.
I love rap, so I mean, I can't.
I'm talking like a Tribe Called Quest here.
I love Tribe Called Quest.
Yes. Yes, they're one of my favorite acts.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. What's
What's
the scenario? Straight out of 1991.
Yep.
It's great.
Yes, it was the low end theory.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, is that it? I mean, come on. There's got to be more to it.
More to what? Jazz rap?
No, your how you what you like in music and what specifically you like in rap. I mean, I don't particularly care for it, but I'm sure your viewers would like to know.
Oh, okay. Rap isn't the only thing that I listen to either. I listen to a lot of alternative rock, a lot of folk rock, and a lot of rap. Though I still do like to consider myself open-minded. One of the most important things to me is lyricism and voice in a lot of the things that I listen to. And with rap, that comes to sort of a crossroads because there are a lot of things in rap that don't really like violence, drugs, and sex sells. And so there's a lot of that sort of stuff in rap, which I don't really screw with any of that sort of stuff. And that really takes away from a lot of the meaning of other rappers who do not actually rap about that sort of stuff. I like rap with more of a purpose, rap with more of a meaning. And then another thing with the lyricism, it doesn't necessarily have to be about a great message, but I also love clever lyricists. And there are a lot of lines, like there's a rapper, I mean, none of you guys are going to have heard of this song, and anyone has. It's called Veggies off of his latest album. And he has a line in there, it's like, come on, if I'm being blunt, I really want to fuck Emily. Referring to Emily Blunt. Like it's just little things like that. And I can't remember the verse before it, but I like that entire verse was filled with little Easter eggs kind of sort of things. And that's one of the things that I really love about rap is the cleverness of some artists, the meaning of some artists, because rap in a lot of forms is a lot like storytelling, like Joey Badass and Kendrick Lamar do that with a lot of their albums.
Nice.
Then also little tricks with their with lyricism and everything like that. They might not be talking about great things or meaningful things, but it's the little things that sort of just keep me going with that sort of stuff.
When it comes to what you're saying with violence, sex, drugs, to me, I guess it really depends on how they work with them because I'm not the biggest fan of just like a generic. Oh yeah, we were at a party, fucking all these bitches, my homies, and like doing all sorts of drugs without any meaning behind it. And I guess that's one reason why I don't really listen to other genres, but you get rappers like Nas that will actually take that word and make a story out of it and make it meaningful.
Yeah.
Like he's one of my favorites. Nas is one of my favorites.
I have not listened to a lot of Nas. I haven't. Him and Pac are two of probably the biggest ones that I haven't listened to. Same with Notorious Big.
Oh, I love Biggie.
Yeah, I haven't listened to a lot of them as much. I liked NWA. Love
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton. No Enigma does. But
Oh, Public Enemy. Public Enemy. I love Public Enemy so much.
he's got some good stuff. Or they, but
Yeah. Wu-Tang Clan too. I could just be going on.
as could I. Some more common things that aren't really into rap, like folk rock. I love James Bay. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna have heard of them. I liked Ed Sheeran's earlier stuff, and I really like what he's become into, even though now he's more of a pop icon.
Yeah.
The Weeknd with R&B, I love that.
Ooh, I like R&B.
Lucas Graham. Most people wouldn't know him, but he's the one who did 7 Years. I like him as an artist.
I think he's actually fairly well known because he's had hits like 7 Years and God, he had another one.
Mama Said.
Mama Said, that's right.
Mama Said, Drunk in the Morning, and Funeral were singles, so it's gonna be one of those four, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. But yeah, me though, I'm pretty varied with music. The only genres I really don't listen to is like country, dubstep. Some dubstep's okay. Just like screamo where I can't actually understand what they're saying. And polka. I do not like polka music.
I think polka. A user on here, his name's Drunk on Hops. He was actually in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if he's still paying attention or not, but he showed me some sort of polka punk, and it's actually like the coolest mashup.
Really?
I think it was what was it? Ah, shit, he's gonna kill me because I can't remember the name of the song. It's gonna show up in my most recent YouTube plays. Except that it doesn't. That's great. Okay, but it was a really great song.
But see, where I live, I get the unusual combination of hearing country, like just country and Mexican polka.
Mexican polka.
Yep.
What?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Just
yes,
because they
it
play
is.
with an accordion doesn't mean it's polka.
What do they call it?
Mariachi? Is that at all what you're talking about?
No, it is not mariachi. I know what mariachi sounds like. It's hard to describe. It sounds almost like music, but it's in Spanish instead of like Polish or German.
I'm with you on the country music though. I live down south. I live in, thankfully, one of the more urban areas of the South, right outside of Atlanta. But it's it's whenever I go back to visit relatives in Alabama or Mississippi, all that's on the radio whenever I'm down there is "I wanna fuck my sister." Getting drunk at the bar. This new metaphor for that bimbo at the other end of the bar.
Yeah,
like that's pretty much all of country music.
I know that feeling because I grew up in Houston, but I had relatives that lived out in Beaumont, so we'd have to go through the hick parts of Texas, and holy shit,
it's awful.
It is.
I can't think of one off the top of my head for the for country, but I feel like for every genre I've kind of written off as one I can't really stand, there always seems to be at least one or two good examples that can stand out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've heard some of the older country, especially, I've heard is actually not too bad. I think my brother, if I remember correctly, is actually kind of into that, and he showed me some. I'm like, yeah, this, I can listen to this. It's not
What
something I seek out on my own, but
what I absolutely can't stand is the more recent sort of country. It's called bro country, which is
it's
not
like
sure if you've heard of
Popify.
Florida Georgia Line, but I got
Yeah.
my windows down in my radio. Yeah, no, I
God.
just can't. I just can't do that. I really can't do that sort of stuff.
Or
It's
what's his name? The fucker that did Body Like a Back Road.
See, Sam Hunt. I knew you were gonna mention that one, but I'm okay with that song. It's the first time in years I've been able to say I'm okay with that song. That is actually a pretty decent song. It's got
I
really nothing different from it, and it's playing with the whole girl as a metaphor thing. But like, it's actually okay. I think it's okay.
a lot of people bitch about like rural country or just like the popification of country music. I think is a common complaint you'll hear people talk about.
Definitely.
I think some of it kind of comes down to there's this kind of feeling of there's a formula that gets set into place, and it almost feels like it gets driven to the point of it almost feels terrible because it's been done so much to death, or there's just a kind of cynicism to, oh, they're pulling this old thing again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
country in my sort of mind, there are types like in Nickelback, and that's like I'm sad, I'm at a bar, I'm having a drink, I'm heartbroken, I can't do any of this. And then there's this other side, which is basically the whole party lifestyle, like Luke Bryan and Sam Hunt, and it's like I guess it would be objectification of women and a bunch of metaphors. It's partying. That's also where Florida Georgia Line, and it's this whole optimistic side of country, and that's more towards the pop country sort of side of things. And so it's like one side or the other, and it's just not a whole lot of variation from there. Especially since everyone's got the same twang in their voice. I'm crazy about vocals. That's like one of the most important things about every song is how did the vocals sound to me. Like Sam Smith, I'm absolutely in awe with him because of how great of a singer that he is.
yeah.
The things he can do with his voice are absolutely incredible. Versus like a genre like country, it's just not a lot. And that's kind of my appeal to rap too. It's that you hear a bunch of different voices. A lot of them can't sing worth jack. There are some of them.
Well, yeah.
A lot of them can't
Bone
sing.
Thugs and Harmony. Yeah.
Yeah, but they that's more focused on what they're saying opposed to their words. And since country doesn't do anything clever with the story, it's the same words and it's the same voice. It's just like, yeah, there's nothing else here. So
Well,
that's
I
just
mean,
how I am with country.
Well, okay, I was exposed to probably the worst example of country I can think of.
Is it Garth Brooks?
Worse actually.
Well,
And
okay.
I'm talking not just like bad as in country music. This is bad as in his southern twang in his voice is coming through in the song. And I don't just mean the accent.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
no, I
this
know what
guy's
you're referring
voice
to.
is breaking through. This guy's voice is breaking through. It's breaking, it's cracking, it's squealing.
Who is it?
It was. I wish I could. I hate to say it, but I wish I could tell you just so I knew who the fuck it was, because it was just that bad. Oh man. Okay, just imagine every possible worst thing you can think about some backwater hick and throw it in a song. And that's
Okay.
how his voice sounded.
I
Yeah.
can see my Uncle
Yeah.
Randy right now.
Yeah, but I can just go to Oildale right now and pick one up and just throw it in the song. Just give him.
The guy couldn't even carry a tune. That was the worst part. He couldn't carry a fucking tune.
Oh God, Rav. Yeah, that's terrible.
It was, and get this, they were using the paid version of the Pandora app to play all these fucking country songs while I'm stuck in a kitchen. I can't tell them to, hey, skip this fucking song. I can't stand it because I'm just a cook.
No, Lord.
See, where I work, everyone out back just blast rap music, so I'm okay with it. It's not always good rap because I'm very picky with rap as well.
Yeah.
As much as I like it, but it's
Oh, yeah.
mostly trashy pop rap, so I'm not as big on it. But that's mostly what is played in my restaurant in the
Oh,
kitchen.
so they're playing. So they play Little Pump.
They play who?
Lil Pump.
Lil
Gucci
Pump.
Gang, Gucci Gang,
No,
Gucci Gang, Gucci
no.
Gang.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't work there if that was the case. No, thankfully they don't play Pump.
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. No, seriously,
Alright.
that's like half the song. He just keeps repeating Gucci Gang.
Oh, you mean like fucking Lil Wayne? A milla, a milla, a milla,
A
milla, a
million, a
milla, a
million, a
milla,
million.
milla. Yeah, no. My brother-in-law, that was his favorite fucking song ever because it was about money. And yeah, I look at every time that song would come on, I'd look over and see him jamming to it, and it'd be like, dude, you are literally the definition of a high-functioning retard right now. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. I know that's highly offensive. But when you're sitting there listening to the simplest song I think I've ever heard, that's including nursery rhymes.
No, I can think of a simpler song. It's called Laffy Taffy.
The
I
lollipop.
should know that.
Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy. That Laffy
Yeah, but I don't
Taffy.
even think the Milla song even had much more than the word Milla in it.
It really didn't.
It doesn't. But I mean, it's Lil Wayne, so I don't set the standards at all.
Well, okay, yeah, and okay, Lil Wayne actually like kind of pisses me off. At least I think it was Lil Wayne. Might have been somebody else. Some dude he came up on stage and he literally just he brought out a guitar and the only thing he's playing two notes on it for the melody of the song, and I don't remember who it is. But it's like, dude, can you lack any more in musical talent than you can't play more than two notes on a guitar? I don't care how much fucking money you make off the bullshit you call music. But you're not even going to learn how to play an instrument before you bring it up on the stage? I mean, really?
Brad, this will offend you even more. He said in the song one time, he's like, when I die, remember me like John Lennon.
Oh, God. Kill me now. Okay, we're going to move on to the next topic before I strangle somebody.
Yeah, welcome to the music cast.
Hey,
Remember
this
when
is
we
all
used
about
to talk
art.
about art? Remember when we used to talk about art?
We are talking about art, you
Music
fucking
is
pleb.
art.
Music is art, exactly.
Jesus, cooking is art for crying out loud, and we even mentioned
Oh, God,
that.
can we have a cooking episode? That'd be great.
Yeah,
Oh God,
we
that'd be hilarious and good. And if I could get a hold of a smoker, you fucking bet I would. All right. So
Ooh,
silent topic, and he says, "Why don't you love your daddy?"
Oh, silent, sweetheart. You know you call me daddy.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Uh,
But is he naughty? Do you need to spank him?
oh, I might. We'll talk about it later.
Oh,
No, but Silent's great. He's actually just recently started up a wonderful podcast. I think
Yes.
Enigma. Have you and Rob?
No, not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. He just
I'm
barely
gonna
got me.
be on there this Saturday, so you know
This
it's gonna
Saturday,
be
the
interesting.
Filthy Philly Show. It's absolutely incredible. He does one-on-one interviews with authors and other community members, and it's filthy. So if you like the Barcast, I would definitely
Yeah,
recommend
no,
checking
it's
out
really
his.
good.
It is
And there's
really,
still a
really good.
90-minute milk episode I haven't finished.
Yeah, and he's an absolutely fantastic guy too. So I would go and watch that. I would go and support that. He's not as vocal as in advertising it, which is the only issue. But if you ever hear about it, I would definitely go check it out. And most of his stuff is on his YouTube page too. So
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I've been watching. I've been watching some of the episodes with, like Priest and Milk and whatnot, just so I can kind of get a feel for what this is. It's a lot more intimate than what we do,
It is, yeah.
which means I have to actually be professional. Oh God, this is gonna be horrible. All
Or
right.
you'll have fun.
I should hope so.
Tell him, Daddy.
Uh,
Tell him, Daddy said you'll be ready.
Yeah, does he? Yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
saw
gonna
that he
prepare my anus with canning jars. Is that it?
he
Yeah.
wants us to.
No,
gonna-
Brab, use chapstick to prepare your anus.
Yeah.
What good is that gonna do? It's not even close to lube.
Yeah, hey,
It'll
it's
make
better
your
than
puckered
sand.
anus look,
Yeah, at least you don't
more
have a
shiny.
chapped
Yeah.
anus. You don't want a chapped anus.
Yeah, your ass won't be chapped.
Oh God.
You'll be chapless.
So weren't you gonna say something?
Yes, okay, I get. From what I saw of the videos, he's probably gonna want us to call him Daddy.
He'll have to try really hard to get me comfortable enough to say that to him.
Okay, Grandpa.
he's very relaxing. He's got a very relaxing voice.
I've heard him.
Yeah, you'll be doing it in 5 minutes.
I'm sure. So Jack Ripper has our next topic. Several actually. If you had the chance to do anything over again, would you take it, and what would you do differently?
Believe in second chances, but not in that way. God. The only thing that I'd ever really want to do if it was doing something over is it would be something extremely arbitrary and pointless, like this one argument I had with someone like years ago, and I had a good comeback I thought of later that night or in the shower or something like that.
Oh yeah,
And I'd go back to that
hindsight is
moment.
2020.
Yeah, and go like, no, this is what's wrong with your dick. So, something along that nature. Besides that, no idea.
Hmm.
No regrets to this point.
None ever.
I always thought it'd be good
No
to
regrets.
be able to time travel in a way that you could sort of rewind
But then it's no fun.
yourself. No, but then you could, never make
Yeah.
a mistake.
So
No.
effectively be able to save scum reality.
yeah.
Exactly.
So it's not like a box you get in and travel back in time. It's only your own experience. We can sort of rewind it and do it again.
You know, there's actually a couple things now that I've got to think about it, and all of them are on the basketball court. I was an all-county player when I played in high school, and so I was actually really good at this sport. I loved basketball to death. Didn't end on the terms I would have liked it to, but was what it was. All of the plays that I'm thinking of are on the court, like missed opportunities for points, and these are games where some of these are games where we're up like by 15, and there's something I could have done differently. I was a film junkie too, so that didn't help. Or it helped my game, but it doesn't help me now. So
Yeah.
So that's it. You've never made no other regrets, just basketball.
like there's nothing I can change, so I guess there's nothing I regret in that
No
regard.
regrets.
I mean, I might have wanted to find MLP sooner so I could write Background Pony before Skirts did. Or write Dashy before Rob did.
Oh.
Just have those two right under my belt. Like, I don't have to do anything now. So, yeah. I guess that. But really, I'm having to dig for these.
Fair enough.
No regrets
Alright.
allowed, chapped.
No baguettes.
No baguettes for you faggots.
Never forget. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Fine.
Alright, so his next
Yeah.
topic is, are you planning on writing again in the near future? Which I think we already kind of covered that.
We did, yeah.
Alright, the one after that, what's the best thing that's happened to you ever since you joined FimFiction?
Probably all the great friends I've made. I can't really pinpoint one. I can do like a
Yeah, the
bullet
feeling's
list of.
mutual on that.
Yeah. I could bullet point a couple things, I guess. I became an approver. I got a story featured and on top of the box in less than 40 minutes, so that was pretty special.
Ooh, there's some nepotism going on here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, it's completely nepotism, but you know what? Screw you. I don't care.
Hey,
I'm proud of that.
Chaps, this is not Tropico. This is fan fiction. Come on, man.
You're right. My bad. I'll be sure to be more cognizant of that.
Sure you will.
I guess since I am on mug shots, all that I've done with like the bar cast and everything, this little close circle of friends, I have a couple close circle, actually. Okay, a little more than a couple close circles of friends and whatnot, and this is one that I've really grown to love. All the people here have really embraced me, and now I'm on shit. It is gay, and do you have a problem with that? Do you have a problem with me sticking my dick anywhere near another man?
I
Is
bet
that an
you-
issue for you?
I bet you want to hold
No.
hands with us.
Huh? I do want to hold hands with each and every one of you.
We love
Yay.
you. We love you, chat.
Yeah, whatever, Alex.
Alex
But,
loves us all.
Love you.
But yeah, no, this little niche community has really accepted me, and I've got to be here. It's great. I've enjoyed my time here. So there are a lot of things I'm proud of, a lot of achievements, a lot of things, but definitely friends is the number one thing.
Joa FT says, "Chapped gay for me, confirmed."
I don't know who Joa FT
Jack of a
is.
few trades.
Jack of a few
Oh.
trades.
It's Jack.
Yeah, of course. That's Jack. Who isn't gay for Jack?
I am.
Dude's the biggest hunk in Oklahoma. Like, of the entire state.
Dunno,
Man
Snow-
owns the panhandle.
Snow's pretty good.
Snoob's. No, Snoo is ultimate trap, okay?
But, like, Snoo is Mike's. So, if I was going to get up... Oh, yeah, Snoo... You already know Mike is going to... Listen, Mike is, like, 4 times my size. I'm not going to get into a confrontation with them.
No.
I'm going to run the other way. I'm not even going to start that. So... so
you're
we're
not
going
gonna,
with Jack.
Yeah, you're not gonna take Snoo.
Oh, hell the fuck no.
You'll have to settle for Jack.
I'm not settling by any means.
Alright. So, speaking of not settling, what's your favorite genre to read and favorite author?
Oh gosh, I have a couple favorite authors on fanfiction.
Don't
I
we all,
love
though?
reading.
Oh god.
Yeah, I love reading tragedies.
Ooh,
You and Priest will get along too well.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
We do get along. Oh,
By Preet's own words, he likes going to sleep crying or something like that. Likes going to bed sad.
Yes, just like me, as I do every night.
but tragedies and then also one-shot comedies are also pretty good. A couple of my favorite authors on the site. I guess first and foremost is going to be not too original the answer, but he's actually the first person I also talked to and met on the site, which was Short Skirts and Explosions. Absolutely great writer. And as much as he says quantity over quality, he has some really great stuff. And I really don't think I have to preach to this because it's pretty much universally known. He's probably one of my favorite writers on fanfiction. Fire Gazer the Alchemist, who disappeared. I'm not sure about that anymore, but he had some great comedies when he was out. Monochromatic's got great prose. Colton Gardez has absolutely beautiful prose. Even Enigma, I enjoy reading and editing his stuff.
Like the Dragon Titties?
Dragon Titty. I'm not so much into the porn as much. Which is not.
Oh, so you're waiting for a third roommate to come out too?
I
Yeah.
am. I am waiting. I'm waiting for that Fallout Equestria fic to update. I don't know. My favorite
Oh, you
story.
actually read that.
No, I'm kidding. So,
Wow.
my favorite fic by Enigma though is probably Seven Tallies. No, it is Seven Tallies. That was my favorite one by him. That and it's the Big Mac one. Was the second favorite. I also like Wanderer D. Aragon is definitely interesting. I like reading his sort of stuff. Purple Prose has got absolutely beautiful prose, as the name would indicate. Both the Jacks, Jack Ripper, and Jack a Few Trades, both very underappreciated. Very good authors. I'd also say that for Title. And then Kamika Kakushi's also got good prose. So that's just me rattling off a couple. I just look through who I'm following. Those are usually the ones I think the highest of. So. Oh. What's his face? Eakin. Eakin is absolutely incredible. I don't follow him. I've not read a ton of his stuff, but he's absolutely incredible for what I have read.
Nice. Well, we got some topics from Puss. Speaking of a great writer and artist, Puss, we want you on the show.
Get on the show.
Yeah. So, his first question, I suppose, what is the worst story you had to decline?
Okay, so it's between three. There's this Transformers one that was images in the middle of lines and everything, and it was like RP style. I failed it for a total of 11 reasons, which is the most to date. There is this Vorfic with Spike and Applebloom, I think it was.
Is that the Solvor one?
No, that is not the Solvor. I think you need to ask Plum about Solvor. He's the Solvor expert, or at least with dealing with it. And then there was this. I honestly think because it there's no kink shaming unless it's scat. You can absolutely kink shame that. Absolutely awful.
Nice.
And all of my least favorite stories on the site are scat. Like that's just a default. If you wrote scat, it could be the most beautiful scat thing ever written. That does not deserve to be in a sentence with scat beautiful. But
Yeah.
like
oh, not even
but it's
a brown
automatically
painting of the Mona Lisa. Green too,
Yeah.
if you can manage it.
No. Okay, let's simmer down and stop for a second.
It's time to stop. No more.
But yeah, no, anything that scat is automatically the lowest of low, and I can't. But there's this one story that really stuck out to me. It was about the Crusaders on a bus,
Of course,
What?
it's
and they're
about the
going to
Crusaders.
this. And, yeah, it's about the Crusaders on a bus. They're going to, I think it was Camp Everfree actually, and this is actually, I hate failing disgusting stories, and here's why: because I have to read them again when they resubmit. And so this story is like colored, it's text, the most
Oh my
disgusting
God.
farts, belches, and all that sort of stuff in
Oh, Jesus.
are in like the largest text possible in red, and it's like I can't avoid this as I'm going through. I'm being forced to acknowledge certain words, and it was the worst experience of my life.
Oh,
Easily.
Yeah.
It got a downvote. It got a downvote before it actually published. I hated it that much. And then I took it away, and then I re-downvoted it so it would count.
Wow.
So it's probably my least favorite one.
Oh.
Just scat is a definite no-go.
Mm.
I'm gonna write some now just to fact with you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a worst story I had to decline. That would be the Transformers one. The next one is accept. That would be the scat one. Because I did have to accept that scat one after
Yeah.
the fourth try, so it had to make me read it 3 times. But
Boo, poor little you. Anyways, we're moving on. Since you answered number 2, do you enjoy your time as a story approver?
that I do. I can answer that one short and sweet.
Nice.
Most of the time.
Do you ever get sick of reading so many shitty stories in one day?
Oh, yeah. So there are times where I very seriously have read so many that are that bad where I just have to quit. just
Yeah.
for the day and leave because I cannot fathom how stupid some people are. Like, there's this bar, and you're like, this is minimum intelligence.
Right below that.
And then and you don't think there's anything below it, but like an abyss, it opens up, and it just keeps falling and falling and falling when you just go into darkness. It's not that stories are necessarily worse than the one before it, but it's that they found a new unimagined way to be worse that I could have never imagined. There is this. Okay, let me find this PM.
Oh god, he's looking through
Go
messages.
to bed crying like Priest.
So there's this story that was absolutely horrible the other day, and this is the PM, and it was like one of the worst stories I've seen in a while. No, that'd be charitable considering some of the ones I've seen. And okay, one of the worst stories this week, and I failed it for a couple reasons: grammar, multiple speakers, not enough MLP related content, author's note, and crossover tag, according to this. And they had some questions for me. I answered, and then this is the PM I got back. Okay, thank you, bro. I will add another chapter rare. That makes this statai really pony, and you will go insane from. I'm going insane reading this thing because I cannot fathom how dumb you are. Like, and I don't like. It's like a total terror of conscience, and it's gotten to the point where I don't care if I'm calling someone stupid, because I really do care about people and the people that do submit, and I want them to succeed, but some of them are just so bad. It's like, how did you get to this point? And, like, not choke on a pen cap, or, like, and the thing about rings is, you know, a little band, hole in the middle, and somehow find a manage to choke on it.
Hey, Chap, you're assuming too much of them. No, maybe they have, but somehow they survived. Maybe they don't need oxygen.
Stupid doesn't die.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. So, I guess we're on to number 5 then. All of the mods on Fimfic hate me so much.
They actually don't. Puss Puss, I don't think I've ever heard. However, there are quite a few names that I can't obviously name that the moderator team definitely does hate. We have this special kitties. Oh god,
Imagine.
do we ever have this special kitties? And part of the joys of becoming a moderator is I didn't know how special they were until I started reading their reports. Oh my god. I just had like a flash of Parkinson's. My whole body just started tremoring, chills up my spine. Like, it's just really bad thinking about some of these things.
No dick Parkinson's, just normal.
Yeah, no dick Parkinson's. That would imply that I was enjoying something. Yeah. I do, however, have a throwaway story right now that is just the short description right now is just Dick Parkinson's, and that's it.
So, question 6. Will you ban all my enemies?
For a price.
Oh.
Oh.
The mods can be bought.
Quick,
Oh
Alex.
yeah, of course. Though I can't ban anyone. I can delete people, but I can't ban anyone. So, or I'm not sure if we still have. I don't think we still have the function, but you know what? At a day and age, I could definitely delete people.
Oh, he got censored.
Now I'll never know what the other mods.
You got zapped.
So, the other mods giving out too much.
They caused him.
Shh.
It's funny too because he made this fun little bzzz right as he went away. You know, it was great.
Chat.
So chap, if I pay you enough money, you'll take care of that problem for me, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, totally.
Okay. All right. Well, how much yayo you?
Did you ask how much?
Yeah, how much yayo?
You see, penis enlargement things are kind of expensive nowadays, so it's probably going to be upward into like the six-figure range. So
What
No,
per?
okay.
it doesn't come
person?
cheap per person. It's a
Yeah.
penis. It's a penis. It's a penis enlargement. I don't know what you mean per
No,
person.
I mean,
Unless it's like the Whoville, just and particles like dick dick dandruff.
no,
Like
I mean,
like if that's what you're referring to, I don't know.
to delete
But,
my enemies, per enemy, how much do I have to pay?
per enemy, it depends on. Okay, so basically for every follower that they have, multiply that by 10. So and that's your price.
Okay, I could do that.
Oh, damn. Okay. Shit.
Can there be a discount for having multiple enemies at once?
No, that's not how that works.
So no bundles, no bundle
No.
deals.
No bundles.
Can I make you delete 90?
That's actually a very interesting question because at one time I did have that ability, which actually I think the mods technically still have that ability, but I think what he told me is that it would just go in through a back end and he could just recover it after a couple hours because it's like like deletions are hard deletions, like wipes everything from the site, not recoverable. It's like if you ever want to delete an account, we typically tell you go to 90, wait a week, and if he doesn't respond, because 90 never responds, then come back to us and we'll figure it out. So, like, we're really dead set on deletions. We do not do deletions like immediately because just they're irreversible. Some people are like, give me my account back. No, you're just too lazy. We cannot give you your account back. It's gone. I'm sure with a ton of digging and double-digit hours looking through like files and whatnot, 90 has maybe, but like it wouldn't happen most likely. So like,
So why not? Okay, and I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Why doesn't 90 reserve that particular ability for himself and the higher level, like mods or admins or whatever you want to call
he
them?
does now. So for about a 2-month span, we had a really bad issue with bots coming and creating accounts and advertising, and that's the only reason story approvers had that ability. We do not have it right now, but if another situation, so for a while I actually could delete users. I didn't because, not that I'll ever tell, but yeah, for a while everyone had that ability, and it was great because like the first days that Majin and Jack were on, no one knew anything about them except for me, and they have this big shiny red delete button, and it's like, if we pick the wrong guy here,
Yeah.
we're in for some serious issues. But yeah, basically, what is it? Yeah, for a while we had a bot issue, so that's why we were given those privileges.
Yeah, I mean, well, I suppose with added security measures, keeping bots out would be a little easier, but at the same time, I can kind of see how they can get around that.
Our CAPTCHA really isn't that good for like
I've noticed
with bots and everything. So my recommendation or my suggestion was, why don't we just make it an IQ test, and if you don't score and over 90, then you're not allowed on the site.
And then
It would
the
just
site died.
It would save everyone a whole lot of time.
The site is dead, y'all. It's fucked. It's gone forever.
No, it'd be so much better because it wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
No story.
So
No stories to approve when nothing's there. But
so on the subject of all this loveliness. What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't
Don't
hurt
hurt
me
me no
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 more.
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 What is
Oh,
love? Bum, bum, ba, bum, 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 bum,
love
bum,
God
is
bum.
that.
damn it! I'm rocking my head. Ugh.
Love is that little feeling you get between your legs, just about like 20 meters, or not 20 meters, about 20
Dude,
inches up, right
man,
under your
20 meters
lung.
is pretty fucking far up, dude. I'm
And,
not gonna
and when
lie.
your heart starts palpitating like really fast,
See, now I
and
thought it
like
was like a rush of chemicals in your brain that scientific basically turns you into a robot because you know what it is now.
so that could be it. Or from what I've heard, it's a lump that most people refer to as cancer. Uh, what is love? Most perplexing of questions, none of which I have an answer for.
Hmm.
It's what
I do, but I'm a sap.
as to this date, it's whatever makes my dick hard.
Wow. 20 feet up.
So, yep, 20 meters up, yes.
Yeah, that was it.
Hmm.
So when that bass drops, if I love that bass, there's something else popping.
All right. And final question from Puss. When will you finally write a Klopp story?
I'm writing one right now for a non-pencil. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be, oh, it's gonna be steamy. It's gonna be.
yep, that's exactly what it's gonna be.
All right. Well, we won't spoil too much on that because I really want to read it now. We have topics from Toomer. Slapped jiggling hips is what he calls you at first. First he says, "Hi there."
Hi.
Next he says, "Are you a poo? If so, why are you a poo?"
Winnie the Pooh, and because I'm in a slightly depressive state, but not as much as Eeyore.
Nah.
So you're a glutton, not sloth.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. I'm surprised you referenced that because it like came into my head right as I finished reading that. Like seriously, I grew up watching the old Winnie the Pooh movie, like the really old one that was animated the same way the Aristocats was, and then I grew up watching the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, the animation on the Disney Channel. So yeah, nostalgia right in the back of the freaking head, like somebody walked up behind me with a baseball bat, kind of nostalgia.
Mhm.
No, that's
Yeah,
trauma,
like-
the word you're thinking of. Blunt force trauma.
Well,
Yeah.
considering that there were times in my life when I couldn't stand it, and now it's like I've tried to recently. I've tried to go back and watch it. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still kind of getting there, you know. All right. So topic number 3, since we have no other input on Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
Uh,
sorry, you're on your own there.
That's just gonna be me and Rav's thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
I'm gonna name him Pooh, and he's gonna name me Christopher Robin in his content.
Dude, how skinny are you? Because
I am very skinny.
Okay.
It's gonna
Are you
work.
very
trust me.
tall? Are you very
I am
tall?
also very tall.
Okay,
So
then it'll work.
this is gonna work. This is gonna work perfect.
Well,
No
you're gonna have to
one's-
give me a red shirt because I don't have one.
Okay, I am okay with it. I have plenty of red, actually.
I guarantee no one here is skinnier.
Probably. All right. So number 3, who is not including the wonderful autists on stream?
That's a weird way to spell artist.
Right.
Favorite MLP artist? I think I actually answered this one earlier. Think about it.
Maybe.
I said
You did.
NC
Can
Maris. So
I say something? Because
sure.
he's wanted me to set like all stream. Cyber in the chat. He has wanted me to point out, Ravage, that he left a load of live pictures in chat, and I said I'd tell you. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd...
which chat? Because I'm not seeing it.
Picato. It's quite a way up, I have to be honest.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I don't see it there.
Yeah, no, I promised.
Anyway.
I promised them I'd tell you.
Okay. Say it again.
Oh, I've been alerted that my answer correct. It was supposed to be PJ. Who drove or not drove, who drew a I think about a year ago? Yeah, I think that was about it.
Was that the
was
GIF?
Dead silent.
That was the
I was
GIF,
ta-
yeah.
I was once again. I was talking to a muted mic.
It was the GIF.
Yeah, how long?
Yeah.
Enigma, I haven't heard you speak in about 90 minutes.
Oh my god.
I didn't think you were here
Enigma,
tonight.
did you fall asleep, Enigma?
Definitely not playing FTL on the side.
Right.
Enigma, what are you doing here?
All right. So.
Yeah, you're never on this case.
Yeah, I've never heard you on one of these before.
Yeah, man, you must be brand new. What did you do? Hop over the fence and get in
You're
here?
the one who always shows up and just sits in there muted the whole stream.
Yeah. All right.
I'm the milk of this cast.
No, because if you were the milk, you'd be hardworking, doing stuff behind the scenes while we're not on the stream, and then you'd be silent for all of like 4 sentences.
Also, your voice isn't deep enough.
Yeah,
and you haven't really been with Snoo, so there's that.
I shall share a wine enema with Snoo.
Oh.
No, that's not your job.
No. All right. So from Knucklehead, for Chapped, how did you end up in this disgusting fandom?
That's a treacherous tale. So basically, one spring break, my family and I had planned to go to Orlando. That didn't happen, so I just watched Netflix, and that's what I watched. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
What great
So you kind of Netflix and chill, but with your hand and not anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, come on. How many of you were surprised at the? You remember the Poison Joke episode, and then freaking Fluttershy turns around, and then you get a face full of ass right there on the screen. It's like, Jesus Christ.
See, but the assumption is I would have known what sex was.
No, Rav, you're thinking of the Pony Tones episode where it starts with her looking on the bridge and she's just shaking the butt.
Yeah.
No.
I actually had no idea what Rule 34 art was until after I had gotten about four and a half seasons in.
Wow.
No idea
Really?
that existed.
Wow, you
okay.
avoided the clock for 4 seasons.
My child.
Well, then again, I didn't actually write, I didn't actually see the first episode until the season 4, season 5 interval. So, I didn't figure it out until it was, I think after the weekend season 5 came out, the first bit of it I saw was no, I remember the first pony porn that I saw. It's that there's this one guy I used to hang out with on cruddy little forum called MLP Forum that I laugh at now. Stroking me. Anyway, basically, the first guy I ever met on there sent me porn of his OC in Rarity, and basically that's how I discovered what it was.
Oh God.
Had no idea it existed until then. And 2 of the people that are watching this are actually going to burst out laughing because it is who I'm not going to say a name, but it is who I'm referencing. So
Oh God. Okay. We gotta hear it.
Gotta hear it?
Yeah, we gotta hear it.
Yeah.
Gotta hear it. Who it is?
Yeah, they were.
Not who it is, but your little story here. I'm left hanging here. What's the piece, or even even an old username if you don't want to say the current one.
Oh, okay. The piece. I can't even remember the piece. Okay, so it's. I guarantee none of you have ever seen the art because it wasn't uploaded to people. It was just on his computer. But it's basically his OC writing no, other way around. Rarity writing his Rarity also sucking his dick. It was Rarity. I think there might have been a Fuda picture. There might have been one taking it
Hey,
taking it up to
nice.
poop shoot. I don't know about anything else. But it was like the most plain picture, and he was the most sheepish and skittish person. He's like, "Can I show this to you? Can I show this to you?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what you're wanting to show to me. But sure, you can lay it on me. And so I'm like, oh, that's a
Okay.
face full of skittle-colored horsecock. Today I learned. So
Today you learned that there's this thing called 34.
And only a few years later,
there.
you're reading
Huh.
Scatfish.
Dear
So-
Celestia, today I learned ponies have genitals.
Dear Celestia, where
Kill
has
me
this
now.
been all my life?
Show me your genitals. Show me your
Uh,
genitals.
Exactly.
Dear Princess Celestia, what are you wearing?
Nothing. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it'd be just my regalia. And then you just type back, oomph, you know.
Yeah, gotta get that ERP with Celestia down.
Yeah. Alright, so then he says, who's your favorite artist if you have... Oh, god damn it. We already have this one.
covered this.
Read the topic.
Damn it,
Alright.
knucklehead.
Kami Kakashi. Chapped. Fuck, marry, kill with those on the cast with you. And would you draw me the sexiest stick figure you can muster in MS Paint? It's close enough to MS Paint, believe me.
Okay. I can try.
Oh yeah.
But fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. So let's see. Who do we have here? I have to look at this full list because that means I'm killing multiple people.
Oh, good.
Because I only have one Mary spot.
No,
You don't
it's
have to.
one
No.
kill.
You don't have to kill all of them. You just have to ignore the other ones.
Oh,
which is
just ignore
just as
the
bad,
other one.
yeah.
So they can just okay.
Yeah, so they can
So-
watch. They can watch.
So actually on the Filthy Philly show, Alex tried to get Priest to kill me, so I'm gonna kill Alex
Killed
because
me
I hold
too.
grudges. I'm gonna call out. Yeah, he did kill you, and he married me. So suck my dick, dumb shit.
Oh, damn, we got.
So
Ooh, we got
I'm
so
killing
much salt
Alex.
Oh,
I'm killing Alex. I like Andrew's voice, so I'm going to marry.
Fuck or marry. Come
He-
on.
Well, I
can't-
mean, if you marry him, you get to fuck him anyway. So,
I know, but like he can't. Like I'm saying, like I like Andrew's voice, but if I fuck him, then like he can't speak with my dick in his mouth, so that's gonna be an issue. So I think we're gonna marry Andrew.
Oh my.
He can just be in bed with you and he'll just whisper you to sleep.
I'll just whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
That works for me. That'll get me going. And I'm going.
Baby.
I guess I'm gonna fuck Ravage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
May I ask why you think you're actually gonna go there? Or get
What?
there, I should say.
What? Because look at my other options.
I'm a
Available.
drug lord.
Okay, it was between Tony and Rob.
Mm.
Oh.
Well, that depends. Do you want somebody skinnier than you? You know, he'll kind of slip through your arms, or do you want someone who is way
Yeah, but
cuddlier?
But like, I don't want to get into a position where I'm going to ruffle Tony's Jufro. So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not.
Well, you can't really mess up a Jufro.
No,
I mean,
you can't. You
you
can't.
can only make it better at that point.
Yeah, but I can't imagine that it's going to be easy to wash whatever out of his hair.
Well, okay.
uh,
Here's a fun little tip you might. Well, not tip. A little piece of information you might like.
He'll be getting more than the tip.
Yeah. Okay, baby.
Well, okay, Tony's not the only one with a Jufro. If I grow my hair out, regardless of how balding I am, I do have a Jufro.
But like, you don't have. But as of today, right now, you wouldn't have any issue cleanup. So, well, you said you have hair all over like earlier, so I guess you'd have a little bit of an issue. But
hey, you know, if you're just really good at aiming, you don't have too much cleanup issue for me.
Nah, it'd be like decorating a Christmas tree. Just, spin me and put the tinsel on.
Hey, chap, if you just leave a little on me, you'll double my weight. Then I won't be as skinny.
Yeah, he can use all that protein. Get to sucking, Tony.
Yeah, oh, gladly.
All right, moving away from the creepy topic here. Are you drawing your little stick figure?
I'm not. I'm throwing markers at a door.
Ah, okay. All right. Last topic from Not Enough Coffee, and it's just in time because we are going to end the show soon.
Okay.
Hopes and dreams, gripes and gropes, or moans.
Okay, so my question here is, what is gropes in this?
It's when you...
Gripes, gropes, and moans. So, in the context of that particular sentence, I would say, who touched you? Who touched you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Chapped?
Oh, okay. So, well, I'll do this in order. Hopes. Ah, God. I have a lot of them. So we're just gonna skip them since it's no point in dreaming. So let's see. Hopes and dream. Like, dream would be, oh, I want to be a singer, but I'm horrible at it. Hey, anyway, so that's
just use auto-tune. Yeah, just use auto-tune.
Yeah, Demi Lovato does it, so...
So does Britney Spears, and a lot of other people, actually.
Yeah. Let's see. Gripes. Things that grind my gears. Wet doorknobs. Whenever I put my hand under a desk and there's gum. Love being a college student. Let's see.
At least they're not wiping boogers on the top of it.
Whenever
damn. Rab, you're bringing back Vietnam flashbacks. Rab,
whenever people reference Vietnam flashbacks.
There we go.
Let's see.
You mean like the PTSD from online bullying?
Yeah, that really gets to me sometimes. Oh my gosh, this is a recent one, but the whole Dewey thing with the Ugandan knuckles, absolutely loathed every second of that. Like, I had a friend, don't look at my name, bro, and he messaged me, "Do you know Dewey?" And I'm like, fuck off. Like, this is before I even knew what it was. Like, I just had a feeling. This is whatever the next thing is. I want this to die immediately.
You do know that I can, since you mentioned it, I think I'm going to put a little ad and little at mention in the announcements. Everyone, tell Chapped Dewey.
Dewey, brother!
It's called Ebola. You just need to get Ebola.
We just need to find the queen!
I can give
Before the night is over, you shall know the way.
Oh god. Good thing it's over soon. Let's see.
I don't know.
No.
I didn't say it was gonna be on Discord. I'm gonna tell him to do it on FinFiction.
So that what's up?
I feel it. I can feel it in my fucking ball sack that there's gonna be 2 or 3 Uganda knuckles running around in Babs Con.
You can feel it in your ball sack. Damn it, I didn't know it was turning you on that.
See if I have any other gripes. People who don't know how to write, like, the most basic of English. I mean, like, whoever you can... Think about someone that you text, and then think about how often you don't understand their messages. That level of English, just... I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just... That's just not for me. I was thinking of my mom. So, people who give advice but don't want to take it. That list can go on and on. I remember on fanfiction.net, I had like this list
Fan
of so
fiction.
many things. Yeah, but this is back when I was on fanfiction.net writing Penguins of Madagascar fan fiction. Who would have guessed it? Jinfic.
Oh.
Gropes. What did we decide Gropes was? Who touched me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who touched me? Oh god.
Who touched my spaghetti?
A
No.
lot of attractive girls. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you rub up against them, it doesn't count.
Come on, Chap. That's really fucking gay. Though.
Oh my god, you
That's
actually did it.
But you keep saying that's gay like that's an issue.
Yeah.
There's no regret in being a faggot. Anyway,
I know
Nice
I'm one
rhyme.
of them.
and then moans. What turns me on? I'm guessing. That's how I'm interpreting that.
Andrew's voice.
Well, I mean, you got gripes and moans, so I guess it's not negative at that point.
So like, I interpreted gripes as like pet peeves, and then gropes as that, and then moans is like, oh god, not dragon tits. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, at first they're hitting on you and it's bad, and then they rape you, and then you accept it, and then you like it. So I guess that's
Yeah.
moans at this point.
I mean,
Mo.
rape isn't so bad after a few times.
Speaking of Mo, speaking
God.
of
Oh
moans,
my
anyway.
god, Enigma! What the fuck?
I thought I was being bad. God damn.
Damn!
We
you
in the
just
broadcast are
put-
not condoning the words of Enigma. He's a fucking idiot.
No one actually caught the
Brad,
silver lining of what I
Brad.
was just saying, so I'm not going
Brad,
to repeat that.
I
But
think Enigma just put his foot in his mouth harder than you have ever.
Yeah,
Holy
I think
shit.
so. But Chapped has something to say.
oh no, I already said what I was going to say. I've been.
Don't rape people there.
That's not what I said, but if you. No, that's a pretty good moral.
Teach men not to rape.
That just reminds me of how in Israel, how it's literally illegal for a woman to rape a man, which I find hilarious. So, Israeli law.
Why is? Hold on.
Oh.
It's illegal for a woman to rape a man. You said?
Like, it's illegal for a woman to be accused of rape. So, like,
Ugh.
in Israel, it's not a two-way street.
That
One can
is
accuse the other,
really
one cannot.
That is
Oh,
really fucking weird.
I think it's actually with mine, like, it's something in that ballpark. I know it's just not as cut and dry as that, but it's something like that where women have a whole lot more protection over that sort of stuff, and it's kind of null for a man. And I believe there's like an age set, like if it's a man over like 18 or over 60, whatever the age of consent is there, like they cannot prosecute someone else for rape unless it's another man. So it's something like that. There's some sort of barrier. It's not as cut and dry as that, but that's something that's over there in Israel. So
Mary Kayla Turner would still be prosecuted.
probably, yeah.
By the way, guys, on the note of this wonderful topic, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has, and we do have to wrap this up. Unfortunately, because this is such an educational topic.
Yes.
Oh yeah, who doesn't
It's-
want to know
it's
about
so
Israel
wholesome.
law? Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the music cast and the Israeli law cast. And the
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna have to talk about what is it, Knesset or whatever you say it, Knesset.
All right.
But
Well, with that being said, thank you, Chapped, for coming on. It was a pleasure having
thank
you on.
for coming on.
My
Yeah,
pleasure.
man.
my pleasure, as we're wrapping this thing up like a bad condom commercial. Don't be silly, wrap your willy.
Oh, God.
Oh, good lord.
All right, so this has been your mugs, Alex _.
Yes, it has.
The air conditioner.
Is that what AC
Enigma.
stands for?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold
It
on, we're doing
stands
my
for whatever you want it to mean, baby.
we're doing my
Oh.
outro. We're doing
Yeah,
my
it
outro.
stands for ass cunt. It stands
Ass
for
cancer.
ass cunt.
Oh, I
Alright.
said cancer. We're on
Oh,
the
okay.
same level, though.
All right, we're doing my outro.
Chap commands. Oh,
Yes. If it's longer than 2 sentences, I'm muting you.
I'm opening up the crawling text for episode 2 of Star Wars. Let me.
No.
that was
no,
two
no,
sentences. That was two
Yeah,
sentences.
Yep, that was his 2 sentences. Tony, and it's been Tony Montana as well.
Yeah, don't rape people.
Get out of here,
And,
Yes, words to live by.
oh god.
And
And this has
especially
been your
you,
host,
Enigma.
Ravage. This has been your host, Ravage. We all hope you have a good night.